just gets better and better every time. Like, the sauce is like so good, but anyway. So if you clicked on this video, you're here because I just recently purchased a new car. Hi babes, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi beautiful faces. My name is Kayla. You can call me Kay, you can call me K-Babe. It's definitely up to you. What's good, what's popping, what you doing, sis? Let me know down below in the comments right now. And if you're not a babe yet, it is 9:04 p.m. okay? If you're not a babe, if you're not subscribed to my channel, if you're not a part of the gang, if you not, you know, a part of the notification squad, none of that, if you okay, we don't want your subscription button to be red. We need it to be gray over here, okay? So go ahead and subscribe. Down below, subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today's video is going to be strictly about my CarMax experience, my CarMax story time, the truth about CarMax, all of that. So if you're interested in that video, make sure you stay tuned and watch the entire video. We're getting straight. Okay, so I'm going to continue eating all my shrimp, and my butter sauce just gets better and better every time. Like, the sauce is like so good, but anyway. So if you clicked on this video, you're here because I just recently purchased a new car. I just purchased a 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan. I'll insert pictures here. And I got her from CarMax. Her name is Venus. Now, my experience with CarMax included all of the basics that you would experience at any dealership. I got to test drive cars. I had a wide variety to choose from. I could order cars from any other lot. And it was basically all in my hands. I could have put $0 down and had a higher car note or higher interest on my car, but I chose to put $2,000 down. I went into CarMax with $2,000. That's it. And we played with numbers. I played with numbers ranging from 12 to 2. Regardless of what dealership you go to, you want to have something because it's going to help you in the long run with paying for your car. And then it can also help bring your car note down if you're going to make payments or finance a vehicle. Financing Venus, I'm not gonna tell y'all how much I pay a month, but it is very reasonable for a full-time, you know, employee, someone that's full-time working or self-employed or whatever. If you're full-time, whatever you do and you can prove it, it's definitely reasonable. It's not outrageous. I'm gonna say it's less than $600, which is okay, like perfect. Really less than $5, but you know, that's enough tea. I ain't gonna be spilling my business, but it's definitely reasonable. Now, when I entered into CarMax, I had $2,000 down. They don't know what you have. They're just trying to sell you a car. CarMax was about a 2-week process, and that includes getting my financial responsibilities together, test driving cars, searching the web, seeing my options, exploring my options, waiting on my car to arrive because I did order a car from a different location than where I originally went, and signing paperwork. So that was 2 weeks worth of prolonging my situation. My car hunt originally started last year while I was still working with another company. But anyway, my CarMax experience within those 2 weeks, number one, these are going to be also tips, like if you're going to CarMax or any dealership, my first tip would be to know your budget. So going into CarMax, off the dome, like I said, this process has been prolonged, and it was a very humbling situation because I have been discouraged multiple times. I went to multiple dealerships, and no matter what dealership you go to, they're going to try to sell you a car. That's their goal, because the salesman does not care about you. They care about the sale at the end of the day. So, of course, when I went to CarMax, a lot of people recommended that I go to CarMax just due to me not having credit and being my first car. It was very hard to get a car from Toyota, or it was very hard to get one from Kia. I really went to Kia Gossip, but it was really hard to go to those type of places and leave the dealership with the car. So going to CarMax, I left with the car. If you have not seen my 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan, her name is Venus. I'll put a picture right here. Okay, she is a sports model. So I went to CarMax. I had a nice salesman, whatever. I had a nice salesman greet me, and she was very nice. She was, you know, welcoming, and she helped me the entire process. So she already knew, like I told her, my budget. So number one is know your budget. Know what works best for you. You know what you're going to have to do if you're going to finance your car. You know your responsibilities and what you're going to have to do in order to pay this car off. So I already knew my budget based off of other dealerships and what I already had experienced prior to coming to CarMax. So I knew my budget was anywhere from $11,000 to $13,000. Now, my salesman originally tried to show me cars $15,000 to $16,000, which I knew I wouldn't be able to get any of those vehicles. Okay, I already knew, so my feelings were not hurt. So I did test drive, which is my second tip. I definitely suggest that you test drive any vehicle that you think about or consider purchasing. So I test drove a Nissan Rogue, I believe, and then I test drove a Jeep Compass. If you have not seen my CarMax video, make sure you go check that out. Okay, it's going to be pinned on the screen and linked down below in the comments. Okay, it's when I actually bought the car and all that jazz, but it's like a vlog. But anyway, so I test drove those cars. My car, unfortunately, was not there for me to test drive that day. Like I said, this was within 2 weeks. So I test drove those two vehicles, and Jeep, I love Jeep. I've always loved Jeep, and I've always loved Volkswagen. I was a cheerleader back in high school, and I thought my first car would be a Bug, okay? I thought I would have a red Beetle. That's just what I thought. But I also just fell in love with Jeep. I love Jeep. My mom loves Jeep. Most girls love Jeeps, okay? You're not a girl if you don't like Jeeps. But Jeep, unfortunately, I test drove the Jeep Compass and it just didn't do it for me. I did not fall in love with that car, so I did not purchase that car, okay? It did have a lot of miles on it. The Nissan probably had the least miles on it, but I also did not love it. Like, it was my second option. I would have definitely went Nissan if I would have never went Volkswagen. But once we stopped exploring and, you know, went back inside to do more paperwork, showing proof of income, I had to have like 5 different references, pay stubs. I had to pull it up online so they could actually see it themselves and print it off and things like that. So once I had all that proof and paperwork completed, we looked into my budget, the budget I knew that I could afford, okay? What I knew I could pay for, $13,000. Okay, so with CarMax, you don't just have to pick cars off the showroom floor or on the lot of the location that you go to. There's multiple different locations and facilities all over. So my car actually came from Montgomery, Alabama, and I paid an additional $100 to ship her from Alabama to Memphis, Tennessee, which I was definitely fine with. They definitely told me, and when we were online on the computer just scrolling through the different options that I had, it would tell you, depending on where the car was located, how much the shipping would be to your location where you are. So I was okay with that. It was cars, of course. Shipping fees were like $200, $250, $150. It just depended on where it was coming from. And then they would tell you an estimate time of arrival. My car took approximately 14 days to get here. It didn't really take 14 days. Like I said, the period of time was 2 weeks, and I got it within that time period. CarMax was very good with customer service and communicating with me back and forth when my car would be here, when it was getting cleaned out, when it was shipped, everything. I'll put those receipts on the screen, and they were via email, and I will also text my car salesman and just check up on everything, see if it arrived and if it was ready for me to test drive. So once the car made it to Memphis, I did get to test drive her. I got to look at her and everything before I purchased it. Now, if I did not want to purchase that car, of course I would have lost $100, but $100 and not having the car that I actually like, I wouldn't feel like I took a loss. Like, of course, I would just have to bite that bullet and that would be $100 wasted. But I still love the car. There were minor details, of course, because it was not a brand new car. And it did have quite a few miles on it. But it had one owner and no prior accidents, no anything. So I was in love. It is fully loaded. It's a sports edition. It's blue. It's girly. It has two-toned interior. If you have not seen my What's in My Car video, you can get a full tour of her, and that video is also going to be pinned in the comments and on the screen. But yes, so I was in love with her, and that's what I went with. So my third tip would to be sleep on it, pray on it, think about it, dwell on it, okay? All of that. You don't just want to leave with your first option. Of course, I test drove other cars and I shipped this car here. I test drove it, but I didn't leave that day with my car. And it was mainly because after I saw my car, I didn't go alone, guys. So my next tip, after pray about it, sleep on it, dwell on it, is not to go alone. Especially ladies, don't go by yourself to CarMax and think you're going to purchase a car, because you do have contracts. If you're financing it, there's a lot of legal, documentation that you have to go through, and you want someone else to look at that because you're so excited and your adrenaline is rushing, and you're just overwhelmed with emotion because you're thinking you're going to get your first car. You're not going to pay attention to like those small details in that fine print. So you want someone else's eyes as well to see those written words in that written contract that you're about to sign. Because y'all, they don't tell you everything, okay? They just trying to sell you a car. They're trying to sell you a dream. They're trying to make sure they paycheck gonna be good, just like your paycheck finna be took, okay? Because let me tell you guys about their warranty. Now, you get a 90-day warranty with CarMax, no matter what, guaranteed in your purchase. And that's fine and dandy, but you can also get a warranty through CarMax. Like, I can't explain it too well, but you can get a warranty through them, and you know, it'll be included in your payments. And this is going to make your car note go up if you're paying a monthly bill or financing your car. And that warranty, depending on the type of vehicle, the deductible can be anywhere from $50 with CarMax to, we can say, $500 with that dealership of brand that your car is. And that's not bad. I'll pay $500, you know, for a bumper or motor, whatever. That's fine. But there's a such thing called interest, girl. Like, and interest is not a joke, okay? So if you get that warranty, you're gonna pay interest on that warranty. And this warranty might, let's just say, be good for 2 years. And within them 2 years, you know, you're gonna have this car for, let's say, 5-6 years in which you're financing it. So if you have that car for 5 years and your warranty is only good for 2, after those 2 years up, guess what? So even if your 2 years are up, say you got 3 to 4 years left to pay on your car, CarMax is still going to okay? They're still going to make you pay for that warranty. That insurance rate and everything is still going to be included. Your bill not going to change, okay? You still going to pay. If your car note was $650 with that warranty in your car and whatever else fees, it's still going to be that. It's not going to drastically go down to $300. Nope, they're gonna make you continue paying for a warranty you no longer have on your car. So let me just tell y'all, I did not leave, when I finally signed my paperwork, I did not leave with the CarMax warranty, okay? I am gonna purchase a warranty through Volkswagen myself. I'm gonna make sure when my 90 days are up, I pay whatever I gotta pay for a warranty that's gonna be fully the same benefits, okay? Roadside service, all that good jazz they was trying to sell me in the showroom. I'm gonna make sure I get the same warranty. It's gonna be from Volkswagen, and the interest and all that stuff is gonna be paid for as long as it's valid to me, okay? If the services are no longer good, baby, I'm not paying for it. And that's facts. Okay, if it's no longer available to me, if I can't have a blowout on the expressway and get roadside service, I'm not paying for it, okay? Simple. But that's why I say don't go alone, because if I would have went by myself, I would have never noticed that interest rate and those payments still being included even after 2 years, because it says annually at the top of the contract. Like, I wish I had picture proof. I don't. My dad does, but I cannot make this up. At the top of my contract, if I had picture proof, I promise you I would insert it. But my dad has pictures. Maybe I'll bother him and see if I can get it. If I can get it, it'll be on the screen. But at the top of my contract, where it said all the numbers, what I was putting down on the car, which was $2,000, how much the car cost, and the car cost like $12,995, whatever. It was almost $13 on the dot. I bullshit you not. I cannot make this up. The warranty and everything was all up top in the rectangle, okay? In this rectangle, the warranty part was big and bold in the individual square connected to the rectangle. So it had its own square. And it said annually. This warranty was only good for 3 years. I'm paying for the car for 5 years. So you telling me you finna charge me 5 years for a warranty I'm only gonna get to use for 2 or 3 years? Oh, okay. Not me. No, you can sell it to the next person, baby. I ain't gotta leave with this car. So I start asking my salesman, could I get the car without the warranty? I have insurance. I'm putting the car, you know, on my insurance right now as we speak, so I can drive off in my car. So do I have to leave with y'all warranty? Well, you get your 90-day warranty. So boom. So can I leave with just that? Y'all, that made my car note go down drastically. At first, my car note was going to be running me like 5, 4, close to 5. Like, I couldn't get it under $450. I don't pay that now. Just gonna put that out there. I don't pay that now. Okay? Because I'm telling y'all, no matter what, I was putting $2,000 down on this car, anywhere from 12 to 2. That was what I said. That's what I had. I wasn't giving them no more. Of course, I could have gave them more, but I didn't want to. Okay? If I can pay $1,000 for a warranty and get the same coverage, the same benefits, and have it for a longer period of time, if I can have my car paid off in 5 years and have a warranty for 5 years, why would I not do that? Why would I not pay for it myself on my own outside of CarMax? That's all I'm saying. When they couldn't give me coverage for the same distance or period of time, and I would have still been paying for it. That's all I'm saying. So I prayed on it. I called multiple different people, talked to multiple different representatives with Volkswagen and different warranty companies until I found a warranty that gave me the same benefits plus more for a longer period of time, and it would only cost me $90 a month. So I'm definitely going with them once my 90 days are up. Okay, because sis was not finna sell me that car with all that interest on it. No, she wouldn't. So let me tell y'all, I went with my dad, and my dad pointed this out to me because my dad is really good with numbers. Like, you really can't get over on him with numbers. And he was asking me how many miles were on the car, how much the car was going to cost, and for how many months was I paying on the car. And I believe it's like 72 months. So he was like, okay, that's 5 years, That don't make sense. Like, I'm missing some money in between. So I'm like, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is what the girl told me. And he was like, okay, I'm coming up there. So my next off day, once the car was here and everything, my dad came with me and my mother, and we went to CarMax again before purchasing my car. I have already test drove her, already saw her, checked her out, looked under the hood, did a full walk around, splitting everything to see this car. So now I have my dad with me. He pulled up in his big red truck with his dog. He's a farmer, you guys. So just imagine, with his dog on the back of the truck, you know, big cowbell around his neck. So the dog, not my dad, but y'all, so my dad is like, where the car at? He gets to see the car. They didn't put the yellow bow on the car. They know I'm leaving with my car today. I did not leave with my car today. I didn't. I came back that weekend. It was a weekend. That weekend, I did not leave with my car. That Tuesday, I was off again. So the following week, that Tuesday, I came, and he told me not to speak to the same representative again. So at this point, I'm like, this car costing a lot of money. This car note still too high. I don't want to pay this much money. And considering that I want to move out this year before the year is up, like, it ain't working into the budget that I'm planning, that I'm envisioning for myself. So I'm looking at cars at this point. I'm looking at Nissans, I'm looking at Mazdas, I'm looking at all these little cars. And my thing was, I wanted something spacious and something that fit my height. I'm like 5'8", 5'8.5". So a car and me, like, I'm not gonna be on the ground. I want it to be high up, big boy, okay? So I'm thinking SUV, truck, Jeep, something. I needed a 4-wheel, uplifted. I needed that. So car, I'm just sad looking at these cars. Like, yeah, it's cute. Ain't no space in the back. Like, I'm gonna be in the back seat. I'm like, ain't no space back here. My passengers gonna be complaining. So I'm just sad, and I want them to see like I'm not satisfied with cars. And I kept telling everybody, no matter what dealership, I want an SUV. So my dad talking to the salesman, and you know, asking her would she sell this car to her kids. First he asked her, was she married, did she have kids? Okay, she answered all those questions. No, she not married, she got a whatever, she got a husband, whatever. I think she was married, I don't even know. And she got a daughter, okay? So he asked her one question: would you sell this car to your daughter? And all she could say was, my daughter wouldn't be buying this car by herself because I would be co-signing for her. Now, it's nothing wrong with having a co-signer. A co-signer is just someone, like, with the co-signer, it's going to be you and them on a car, basically. So it's going to build your credit, it's going to do all that, but it's not going to just be in your name. It's going to be through somebody with you, okay? You're going to be underneath that co-signer, basically. That co-signer has to have some form of credit and, you know, all that. They got to prove their income and all that good stuff, too. Their address, all that, okay? Jazz. So she was like, I would co-sign for my daughter and whoop-de-woo. And that's not what my daddy asked her. So my dad just wanted a simple yes or no answer, and he elaborated that to her, and she still continued with nah. Like, she couldn't give him a straight answer, and that's all he really wanted. He's more into truth and reality, and the truth and the reality was, like, you wouldn't do that to your daughter, or you wouldn't do that to your child. Like, I would have been paying for their car and their warranty for a long time, and the warranty would no longer have been on their vehicle, so I would have just been out here ass out, honestly. But she couldn't say that, so my dad was like, we ain't leaving with that car. Nah, we ain't. And I don't want to talk to her no more and all that. So my dad leaves out, my mom leaves out. Like, my mom stayed in there for a while talking to her, and, you know, I'm just mad because I'm not leaving with my car at this point. So we go outside, and he was like, you gonna get your car, don't need that. Is this the car you want? So, you know, we had already talked about the car without the warranty, so I knew what it looked like. That's what my mom was still in there doing, and I knew. So I started calling warranty companies, and I knew I could get the car with the warranty through Volkswagen, and it would be more affordable for me. So my dad, he made a big scene. Like, that girl's feelings was hurt. Okay, she looked very sad when we left up out that room, because she knew I probably wouldn't be coming back, or she wouldn't be getting a sale, because my daddy was like, when you off again? I told him Tuesday, and she was like, I'm not gonna be here. Or that's what she told me, she wasn't gonna be there Tuesday. But when I came back Tuesday, y'all better believe she was there. She put the bow on that car again Tuesday. I got it without the warranty, and I drove off, okay? But a nice other young lady helped me as well, and with the paperwork, she was very nice and sweet. She had the exact same car before, and, you know, we just talked about it and how much she liked it. But overall, my experience was very great. CarMax will try to get over on you, though, so just read everything. That's all I can tell you. Read, don't go alone, stick to your budget, be true to yourself. And don't be out here trying to satisfy everybody else. Get what you like, because you have to pay for this car, okay? And that's the most important thing. You have to be satisfied with the purchases that you make in life, not nobody else. There was a lot. Like, I'm full. I'm tired after all this talking, y'all. This is why I don't do story times, but I wanted y'all to really know, like, what I went through as far as getting this car. This was a long period of time. Like, I can give y'all other dealership stories if y'all want it, because I went to several. And like I said, I knew what I was getting qualified for at other dealerships. So that's how I knew what my budget was. So you can definitely go and just see what you qualify for, or you can pre-qualify online and know what you can get qualified for before you go to a dealership. Because I knew 13 was my budget and I couldn't afford nothing else. And that's what I got. So if you like today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you're not a babe already, go ahead and subscribe down below. Turn on that post notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll see you babes in the next video. Bye.